Let's start with a hard truth. Your financial life is not your own. It's a script, a pre-written play you were handed at birth, and you've been acting it out ever since without ever reading the lines. Every choice you think you're making about money, the coffee, the car, the career, it's not you. It's a ghost in the machine. It's a program dictated by events from decades ago, installed by people who aren't even around anymore. You feel like you're the one in the driver's seat, but you're just a passenger in a car that's heading straight for a wall, trapped in an invisible prison of your own making. So why are you a slave to money? I mean, really think about it. It's the one question that terrifies most people, so they bury it under 50, 60, even 70 hours of work a week. They're chasing a phantom, a sense of freedom that money always promises but never, ever delivers. And why? It's simple. Because the real rules of the game have been deliberately hidden from you. Welcome to Unspoken Rules. This is where we stop playing games. This is the only place that gives you the psychological keys to your own prison. We don't do tips, we don't do tricks, we are architects of the mind. And today we're going to examine the very foundation of this cell you're living in. Your entire financial world, everything you do, is run by something psychologists call invisible money scripts. Now look, think of your brain as the most powerful computer on the planet. That's the hardware. But your financial decisions, that's the software. And right now, your operating system is running on corrupted code. And the worst part, you didn't even write it. It was handed down generation by generation like a family curse. It was absorbed from every conversation you overheard, every TV show you watched. You are executing a program day in and day out that you've never audited, and it has one purpose: to keep you right where you are, trapped.
So, where does this faulty code come from? How does it get installed so deep inside you? Well, it's not just about what you were told, it's about what you felt. A financial flashpoint that's a single, supercharged emotional memory. Maybe you remember watching your parents screaming at each other over bills. That single event can burn a pattern into your subconscious that controls you for the next 50 years. You also inherit the financial anxieties of your family line. Their fears become your fears. Then society steps in. It hammers that script into place, punishing anyone who dares to be different. Anyone who deviates from the norm. And get this, even your senses are programmed. The smell of a certain store from when you were a kid can trigger you to buy something 40 years later without you having a clue why. It's all on autopilot.
Okay, so if we're going to debug this corrupted code, we need a diagnostic tool. We need to know exactly what we're looking for. And lucky for us, the groundbreaking work of financial psychologist Dr. Brad Klontz gives us that tool. His research basically created a map of the human financial psyche. He found 4 main money scripts that run pretty much everyone's lives. And here's the kicker. While one of them can actually help you, the other 3, they're nothing more than psychological poverty traps. They are predictable, repeatable patterns of self-sabotage that are designed to keep you chained to a paycheck for the rest of your life. The first step to freedom is identifying your virus. Let's get clinical for a second. Look at this. These are not your personality flaws. Don't think of them that way. These are predictable behavioral loops triggered by broken core beliefs. First, you have money avoidance. This is the deep-seated belief that money is dirty, that it's evil, and that you don't deserve it. This leads you to subconsciously destroy any success that comes your way. Then there's money worship. This is the idea that money is a god, that it's the one thing that will bring you happiness and solve all your problems. This traps you in a nightmare cycle of compulsive spending and working yourself to the bone. And finally, money status. This is the most visible one. It's the belief that your net worth is your self-worth. It forces you to fake success, even if it means drowning in debt. So I'll ask you directly, which one is running your life? Be honest. Let's dig into money avoidance. For the person running this script, success feels like a crime. It triggers a massive wave of guilt. They grew up hearing things like, money is the root of all evil, or rich people are just greedy, and now it's hardwired into their brain. So what happens when they actually start to make some real money? It creates an unbearable psychological tension. They feel like a bad person. This activates a subconscious need to get rid of the money, fast. They'll blow it, they'll give it away, they'll make spectacularly bad investments, anything to get back to that comfortable state of moral poverty. They are, quite literally, allergic to wealth. Now, the money worshiper, this person is on a hamster wheel, running towards a mirage. They truly believe that the next purchase, the next pay raise, the next zero in their bank account will finally be the thing that makes them happy. But of course, it never is. The script creates a black hole of need inside them, a constant gnawing feeling of not enough. It's what drives them to work insane hours, sacrificing their health and relationships, and to spend money they don't have, always chasing a finish line that just keeps moving further and further away. Their entire life is a frantic chase for a ghost. And for those running the money status script, life is not something to be lived.
It's something to be performed. Their value as a human being isn't internal. It's measured by the brand of their car, the logo on their shirt, the pictures they post from vacation. This script forces them to live a life purely for the approval of others. They're spending money they don't have on things they don't even really want to impress people they probably don't even like. It's an incredibly fragile way to live, built on a foundation of credit card debt and the constant secret terror of being exposed as a fraud.
Okay, so this is the absolute crucial point. What do all these broken scripts have in common? What's the final destination they're all driving you towards? They all merge together to forge a single life-defining identity. They lock you permanently into the role of the consumer. Your main job in the global economic machine is to buy things, to use things up, to be a passive observer of your own life. And make no mistake, this isn't just about your spending habits. This defines your entire relationship with reality itself. And this right here, this is the great divide. This is the choice. The consumer's mind is focused on one thing: distraction. They use their time and money to escape from their own lives. For them, time is something you have to kill. And money? Money is a one-way ticket to nowhere. Once you spend it, it's gone forever. The outcome is always the same: debt, frustration, and that quiet feeling of unfulfillment. But the producer? The producer is playing a completely different game. Their focus is on investment, investing in their skills, in real assets, in themselves. For them, time isn't something to kill. It's the single most valuable resource they have, and they leverage every second of it. And money? Money is a boomerang. They send it out into the world, but they do it intelligently, with the full expectation that it's going to come back and bring more with it. They aren't escaping their life. They are building it brick by brick. This quote forces us to see the truth. This whole thing goes way beyond personal finance. Every single time you pull out your wallet, you are casting a vote. You're making a choice. Are you voting for a world where you are just a passive spectator, a cog in someone else's machine? Or are you casting a vote for a world that you are actively building yourself? Every dollar you spend is a statement about who you are. So are you funding the construction of your own prison, or are you financing the creation of your own empire? Because there is no third option. So how do you make the jump? How do you break out of the consumer trap for good? Here is the unspoken rule you need to understand. The wealthy do not escape by working harder. That's a myth sold to the masses to keep them compliant. The 60-hour work week isn't a badge of honor. It's a symptom of a fundamentally broken model. You can't get free by trading your time for money, because you will always run out of time. The only escape is to shift your entire paradigm, to move from linear effort to scalable leverage. Leverage is the ultimate force multiplier. It's what separates your income from your time.
Naval Ravikant articulated this new reality perfectly. Real, generational wealth is not earned by the hour. It is built by systems. Systems that work for you, whether you're awake or asleep. This is the fundamental secret that separates the financially free from everyone else. They stopped trading their time for dollars. Instead, they build or buy assets that generate income around the clock.
And this table breaks down the 4 ways to do it. You've got labor, hiring other people to work for you. And you've got capital, using money to make more money. Now, historically, those were the only 2 options, and you needed permission to use them. You needed someone to hire you or a bank to give you a loan. But here's the game changer. The modern world has unleashed 2 new forms of permissionless leverage: media and code. You don't need anyone's approval to start a YouTube channel or write a piece of software. And the scalability is infinite. A single video or a single app can serve 1 person or 10 million people, and it works for you 24/7. This is the new frontier of wealth, and the gates are wide open to anyone with the guts to walk through them. And if you think for 1 second that this is just about being lucky or coming from the right family, you are dangerously wrong. Look at this number. Research from the National Institutes of Health is absolutely conclusive on this. 30 to 40% of the difference in wealth people have at retirement comes down to one thing and one thing only: their financial knowledge. This is not a game of chance. It is a game of skill. The rules are out there, they are learnable, and the outcome is determined entirely by your willingness to learn them. Your bank account is just a mirror reflecting your financial education.
So how do we actually fix this? You have to understand deeply that this is a software problem. Your brain, the hardware, is the most powerful machine in the known universe. It's fine. The problem is the programming, those invisible scripts we talked about. And you can't fix bad software with a hardware solution. That means willpower won't work. Making a budget won't work. Trying to force yourself to save when your core programming is screaming money is evil is like trying to run brand new video editing software on a computer that's riddled with viruses. It's just going to crash every single time. You have to go in, find the corrupted files, and delete them. You have to write new code.
And this is exactly how you do it. This isn't theory. It's a tactical, repeatable process based on cognitive behavioral therapy. It's designed for systematic change. Step 1. Identify a specific financial event that made you feel stressed or anxious. An argument, a stupid purchase, an overdue bill. Get specific. Step 2. Name the script. Which program was running? Was it avoidance, worship, status? You have to be brutally honest with yourself. Step 3. Define your new value. Not what the script wants, but what the real you wants. Is it freedom? Is it security? Step 4. Design the new action. If you were already the person you want to become, what would you have done in that exact situation? You do this again and again and again. You are literally turning reactive, unconscious sabotage into conscious, deliberate creation.
And let me be absolutely crystal clear about this. This is not about making a spreadsheet or cutting back on coffee. That is children's advice. That is superficial nonsense. This is deep psychological surgery. You are not just changing your habits. You are fundamentally changing who you are at your core. Every single time you run through that 4-step process, you are casting a vote for a new identity. You are building, from the inside out, a new person who is no longer a puppet of their past. Look, your old script has already been written. It is played out. Its final scene has led you to this exact moment, right here, right now. But the future? That's a blank page. The question is no longer about what you're going to do. The question is about who you are going to become. You are the only one holding the pen. The power to write a brand new story is and always has been entirely in your hands. You are standing at a crossroads. The unspoken rules are now spoken. The invisible prison walls are now visible. After this moment, you can never again claim you didn't know. You have just been shown the source code of your own financial mind. And what you choose to do with this truth will define the entire rest of your life.
So, it all comes down to this. Are you going to click off this explainer and slip back into the comfortable sleep of your old programming, letting those ancient scripts run your life straight into the ground? Or are you going to make a conscious decision right now to wake up? Hitting that subscribe button is not a casual click. It is a commitment. It is a formal declaration that you are finished living in the dark. It is your promise to yourself to finally see reality as it actually is. If you are ready, then it's time to act. Subscribe, because you are ready for the unfiltered truth. Like this explainer as a symbolic act of rejecting your old corrupted code. Go down to the comments right now and declare which script you are overwriting, starting today. And ring that notification bell, because it's the alarm clock for the rest of your life. It's time to awaken. Join the few who choose to see.